Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back to my channel, my Loverlies. If you've never been here before, I'm so happy you found me. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I do so hope that you will like and subscribe before you leave. Become part of the Mama family. Mama's got your back, at least where makeup's concerned, and definitely when that makeup is cheap. Y'all, I am your drugstore queen. I love me some drugstore makeup, and that is pretty much all we use. The only kind of high-end makeup we use is if we've got it at a deeply discounted price, because y'all know I don't pay full price for anything. For the most part, I will break down and pay full price sometimes, just when, you know, my little makeup loving heart cannot help itself. But for the most part, we are drugstore queens here. We're gonna be doing this really pretty kind of eye look today. I really love it. Guys, I really love all of the looks that I film. I don't film it if I'm not in love with it. But this one has just got, it's just so pretty. I love the color combination. I love the way that it's kind of faded out. You guys, it's a pretty simple look. It's nothing super like extravagant, but you know, that's what we're about here. Low effort, high impact. Guys, we're everyday moms. We are people that have lives and things to do. Don't necessarily have 4 hours to sit at our makeup desk every day and create some big, gigantic, elaborate kind of look, but we still want to have fun and we still want to feel pretty. So that is what this look is doing for me today. It is so pretty. I love the peach and the purple together. I don't think that I've ever really played with this color combination before, and I'm so in love with it, actually inspired by my dress. I just kind of loved the purpley blue orange kind of vibes that I was getting from it, and I really kind of wanted to color coordinate, so that's what we did. Using some really affordable palettes to do it. The first of which, and the only palette that we're using today, is this one, and I talk about this one all the time. This is my W7 Mardi Gras palette. This is a dupe for the Be Perfect Stacey Marie Carnival 3 palette. I freaking love this thing. I get this off of Amazon. It's around $16, which is still a little bit expensive for a palette, but y'all, the palettes at the drugstore are like, I mean, the Milani palettes are what, almost 20, so you're actually saving money. And not only that, but look at this color story, guys. Like, oh, this is just everything to me. I find this color story to be so incredibly inspiring. I look at this and it just makes me want to do all kinds of very fun stuff. So we're using some of the purples down here, and then we're using this really beautiful kind of peachy orange shade as well. It's actually a really it's super simple, guys, and that is what I love about makeup, is you can take just a couple of shades and really turn it into something that looks so I want to say mind-blowing, but it's not really mind-blowing, but something that just looks like so much fun and looks like it took so much effort really in like the blink of an eye. And I love that part about it so much. So we're going to use this bad boy right here. I'm also playing around with a couple of liners that I got. So these are the Balwinski liquid liners. So this is basically, it's like a face painting kit. I get this off of Amazon. An Amazon video is coming very soon. So guys, be on the lookout for that. I placed an order for a few really fun Amazon items. So I really want to share that with you guys, because you can find such amazing stuff on Amazon, and I just love it. So we're going to do an Amazon video very shortly, but I'm going to use this today. I'm only using this color right here. It's more of like an orange color, but it's pretty peachy. And what I love about this set in particular is that they're individual pans. So instead of me having to lug around the entire palette, I can just take out the one shade that I really want to use, and then I can put the rest of it away and not have to clutter up my whole desktop with like this big palette of liners. But then I've still got options, and I have colors to choose from, so I love that. So we're going to use a little bit of this as well, and then we're going to use a little bit of just a few gemstones just to bring a little bit of shine. Not super complicated, but so very much fun. I already have my eyes primed. Guys, I am still working on this tube of NYX. This is the NYX Ultimate Shadow and Liner Primer. I use mine in the shade medium. It's not got very much coverage to it, but it is a really beautiful kind of sticky, tacky base that really clings to the eyeshadow and keeps it beautiful and bright all day long. I love this stuff so much. I also really enjoy the Believe Beauty eyeshadow primer. It's under $5 at Dollar General. My absolute favorite of all time. I think the Believe Beauty is a little bit more affordable than the NYX, but I think that you get more product in the NYX than you do the Believe Beauty. So there's that too. You know, they got to cut costs somewhere. So we're primed and we're ready to go. I'm going to go in with my, this is my e.l.f. Eye Crease Brush. I've been loving this brush recently. I can't seem to get enough of it. I've been using it basically every day, every time I do my makeup. So we're going to take this brush and we're going to go into Van Dyke, which is this really beautiful, deep, rich, matte royal purple. And we're going to put this on the outer corner of the eye. And I'm just going to start kind of packing it on there. This is going to start mapping out our shape first of all, and then it's also going to create a little bit of depth on the eye as well. These shadows do have just a tiny bit of fallout, so I make sure that I do my eye makeup before I do my base makeup. But y'all, I do my eye makeup before my base all the time anyway. I really just feel like that's the smarter kind of way to do it, for me at least, because I'm not the cleanest person when it comes to eye makeup. I'm not the neatest person in general, honestly. But when it comes to eye makeup, I really don't take, I don't take the time to really make sure that I'm tapping off my brush. Because first of all, I just feel like that wastes product. And second of all, I guess I'm just lazy. I don't know. I don't usually have too much fallout though. It's nothing that's not manageable. I'm just going to put that on in a little bit of a C shape on the outer corner. Bring that about halfway through my crease, just packing it on. And then I'm going to take this brush, and the reason I love this brush so very much is because it's a good blending brush, but it's also dense enough to pack on the product as well. So it's a multitasker. I'm just really packing and pressing that onto the outer corner. And then I'm going to take that outer edge and start kind of fading it a little bit. But these shadows blend so beautifully and so easily. It's really gonna go super quickly. I did my nails today. Guys, I usually, when I do my nails, I go so hard on my nails. I love doing my nails. I love bright, bold colors. But I've been talking to my sister again. We're going to get to that. We're going to get into that. But I was talking to my sister, and when I went to Burke's the other day, I found this, and this is the only thing that I have ever found from this brand. This is a Javanchi nail polish. Guys, it was on sale for $2 freaking. I had to pick it up. And this color is definitely not something that I would ever really wear. It's not something that I kind of gravitate towards, but for some reason I am so loving the nude nail. Who am I? Because never in a million years would I ever think that I would love like this nude of a nail, but there's just something about it that I think is so very pretty. So I'm so in love with it. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Do you like the nude nail, or is it too nude? Is it like too close to my skin tone? I don't know. I feel very classy for some reason. It could be that it's just because of, I feel bougie, but whatever it is, I kind of like it. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to take a bigger, fluffier brush. I'm going to go in with a Dew Color 04, just a big, fat, fluffy blending brush. And we're going to go in with the shade Crew. So this one right here. And then we're also going to mix it with a little bit of the shade, which is Identity. So these two shades, and we're going to use that to blend out this darker purple and bring that up towards the eyebrow. But yes, I have been talking to my sister. Oh my goodness, there is so much news where she is concerned. So I know I don't talk about my sister a ton, and that's because she is, for the most part, a pretty private person. And when things are not going like perfectly in her life, she's the kind of person that will shut down and hide from everybody. And I completely understand it. She doesn't want anybody in her business, and she just needs to take a minute and, assess what's going on and really kind of fix her situation. But she finally called me, and I don't call her during those times because I know she needs her space. She needs to be able to figure out whatever's going on in her life, and she needs to just take a minute for herself. But we finally talked, and y'all, we have been on the phone like I want to say almost all day for the last 2 days, and it has been so nice. I am not one of those, I'm a Taurus, if that tells you anything. And not only that, but I am kind of a very typical Taurus, in the sense that I'm very much a homebody. I very much like I don't really have friends. I don't go out. I don't party. I just kind of stay home. I take care of my life here. I take care of my husband and my son. I do my makeup. I have my hobbies. I take pride in my home, and that keeps me content. And I don't really, I enjoy Facebook, and that's my kind of like outlet at Facebook, and YouTube, and that's kind of like my outlet, and that's how I get, interact with the world. But for the most part, I'm very, very happy being at home and, just enjoying my little world. But when I don't talk to my sister, I realize how much I miss having that person to talk to, and just having that kind of outlet, and having that someone to talk to that isn't my husband or isn't my son. And I was really, really, really starting to miss my sister, like to the point where I was going to break down and call her very, very shortly. But that is why I believe in the Lord, and that is why I believe in fate as well, because the Lord knows what you need and when you need it. Because I was like getting to a point where I really needed someone to talk to, and not even just like because there was anything wrong going on in my life, because there's not. I am incredibly blessed, and I know that I am. I have a roof over my head. I have food in the fridge. I have power. I have everything that I need. So it wasn't like there was anything wrong with me. It was just a loneliness. Do you ever... I don't talk to my parents. I don't really have much family, and the only person I really do talk to in my family is my sister. And there's something about family and having that kind of grounding, or that kind of like base. And there's a different relationship that you have with siblings than even with best friends or anything like that, because my sister knows me better than anyone else in the whole wide world. My sister and I were very, very much best friends growing up, and it's like you can, I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but it's like you can have a conversation sometimes without even saying a word. And there's something about just having that connection as well, I think. Just that connection to someone else that I think is so important, and just can make you feel heard and connected. And though she's not really like a stranger, or it gives you someone to talk to as an outlet. Anyway, I have so enjoyed talking to her the last 2 days, and her birthday was actually yesterday, and she is now 30 years old. Oh, we're getting so old. She was so sad. I was so sad that I couldn't go see her yesterday, but we're gonna go see her tomorrow. I'm so freaking excited. I actually put together a little care package for her, because my sister, y'all, if y'all could picture the exact opposite of me, that is my sister. She is not girly at all. She looks nothing like me. She's thin. She's got dark hair. She's got dark eyes. She's got darker skin. She's a tomboy from the word go. She is, I just love her so much, but she's my complete opposite. But she has been working her entire life. She is such a hard worker, but she has recently gotten to a point in her life where she gets to finally stay home and enjoy being a mom for the first time in her life, enjoy being a stay-at-home parent for the first time in her life. She's really just finally got time. Her boyfriend got a really great job, and they've got a little bit of money at the moment, and everything is going so great for them, which I couldn't be more happy about. And she's finally been able to like cut down her work to 1 day a week, so she gets to stay home with her kids. And she's getting they just moved, so she's getting her house put together and all kinds of really, really wonderful stuff. A really exciting time in her life. But because of that, she is finally understanding how important it is to have a hobby. and she wants to try to get into makeup, see if that's her thing. I know it's not going to be, but she's gonna try. And she also wants to start, like I said, she's like a super big tomboy, right? But she wants to start maybe being a little bit more feminine. She wants to start wearing dresses and makeup and all that good stuff. And Lord knows she could not have a better sister for that. Because I tell you what, I am the girliest girl there ever was. Not to say that I can't get down with the boys, because I certainly can. I can work and throw a football and work on a car with the best of them. My daddy made sure of that. But I love to get pretty. I love to wear dresses and do my hair and put on makeup. So for her birthday, I decided that I was gonna put together like a little care package, like a beauty care package for her, and I cannot wait to give it to her tomorrow. I am so excited. I put together some skincare. So this is what the eye looks like so far. Really beautifully blended. We've got that all the way almost up to the brow bone. I've taken the same brush, I wiped it off, and now I'm gonna go into that really pretty light pink shade, Identity, and I'm just gonna take that to kind of buff out this edge and really smoke it out. I don't want any kind of harshness, no harsh lines anywhere. And it's going to create a little bit of a gradient situation. So it's going to go from dark to light all the way up to the eyebrow. And I'm just using circular buffing motions. Just like that. Very, very pretty. I love it so much. Now we're going to do a little bit of a cut crease situation. Before I do that, I'm going to go back into my e.l.f. crease brush, and I'm going to go into this really beautiful black shade called Midnight. And I'm just going to put, oh no, I'm just going to put, I tell you, I do not have a big enough vanity. I need like 20 of these things, I swear. I'm going to take a little bit of that black shade and just put that right on the very outer edge. Like so. Just to bring even more depth to the party. Just like that. It's already blended. Super easy. Now we're going to do the cut crease. I'm going to take the same brush I always use. This is my Dew Color. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I have literally used this brush so much that there's no longer any writing on it. But it is just a Dew Color concealer brush. Are my nails dirty? No. Dew Color concealer brush, and I'm going to go in with the same concealer I always use. This is my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer in the shade Fair Rose. And I'm going to use this to cut my crease. But I decided that I was going to put a care package together for her. So I cannot wait to give it to her. I am so, so excited about it. She does not take care of herself, and it is completely understandable. Not because she doesn't want to, but simply because she just does not have the time. She has 3 children under the age of 12. Like, it is just, it's an insane time for her. And y'all, from the minute she wakes up to the minute she goes to bed, especially during summertime when the kids are out of school, y'all, she doesn't have a time to sit and take a breath, let alone sit there and do any kind of skincare or any kind of makeup. But she has a couple of days coming up where her mother-in-law is gonna come get the kids for a little bit. So she's gonna have some time to sit and play. And then also, her and I have been talking about waking up a little bit earlier, because we both are like trying to lose a little bit of weight. So we've been thinking about getting up early, like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, before the kids are awake, and getting up and like having a cup of coffee over the phone and pushing each other to work out, because my sister is a runner. She loves to run. And she lives in an area right now where it's safe for her to wake up and go run around her neighborhood. And I have that big elliptical behind me. And we were thinking that if we both held each other accountable, it would maybe be easier for us to like stick to a workout routine. So what we're thinking is we're going to wake up early. We're going to have our cup of coffee over the phone. And then she's going to go for her walk and I'm going to get on the elliptical. And we're going to do our workouts together. And that way we're both working towards a common goal and we don't have to do it alone. We can talk to each other while we do it. But then there are, you know, we're being held accountable for it. And we can push each other, which I think is a really, really fantastic idea. So I'm excited about that. We have to try to start getting on a little bit better of a routine because right now, neither one of us wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning, especially since it's summer. We've been sleeping in a little bit, but we're going to start trying to get on a little bit better of a schedule. And then we're going to start waking up and working out together. And I'm so excited because I really could, y'all, I really could stand to lose a couple pounds. Not for anything other than I just feel like it would make me feel better. So I'm ready for it. She is ready for it. So we're going to do it together. I can't wait. But like I was saying, y'all, I'm getting so much better at talking and cutting a crease at the same time. Ooh, that was pretty good. I know it's like a little stilted and like I pause and stuff, but I'm getting so much better. It is so hard to talk and cut a crease at the same time. Absolute insanity. So I cut my crease. I'm going to take a clean finger and just tap this outer edge a little bit to fade the concealer and blend it out just a scotch. And then I'm going to pack this really beautiful, bright kind of peachy orange on top of it, and it's going to be so pretty. I love the color combo of the peachy orange and the purple together. You have this kind of really cool toned purple against this really beautiful, like warm toned peach, and for some reason it just works so beautifully together. So we're gonna go see her tomorrow, and I'm gonna take her present, and I can't wait. I put all kinds of stuff in there for her. She's just turned 30, and at this point she's starting to care and she's starting to notice, you know, the little lines that pop up as time takes its toll on our bodies. She was talking to me about she's got crow's feet coming in. Lord have mercy, if anybody knows about crow's feet, it would be me. My big old chipmunk cheeks, I got crow's feet for days. So she was telling me she's got crow's feet coming in and she's not the biggest fan of it. Honey, none of us are. And she was telling me that she really needs to start getting in to skincare. But right now, she doesn't. Yeah, skincare is not cheap. Even drugstore skincare, you're looking at like $20 a pop for most things. And y'all know I am a bargain shopper. And anytime I go to like Burke's or any place like that, and I see any kind of skincare marked down or on sale, I pick it up whether I need it or not, because it always comes in handy. It always comes in handy. There is always someone I know who needs an eye cream or a serum or some retinol or, you know, hyaluronic acid or anything like that. And it makes me so happy because I put her a whole skincare routine together. So I gave her some moisturizer, some toner. I gave her some eye cream. I gave her some skin conditioner. I also put some makeup in there. She just moved, like I said, and all of her stuff is in storage or not unpacked yet. So she doesn't have any of her skincare. She doesn't have any of her makeup out. And y'all, last time I saw her, look how pretty those two colors are together. The last time I saw her, I gave her a bunch of makeup, but in the move, if it hasn't broken, it's lost at the moment. So I put her a couple of eyeshadow palettes together. My sister is very, very, like, she's a neutral kind of girl. This kind of color would terrify her. But she wants to kind of get into the more like hunter greens and the plums and things like that. So I picked out a couple of really, really cute eyeshadow palettes for her, mostly neutrals, but a few pops of like dark kind of moody colors. I'm really hoping she's gonna enjoy. I gave her a couple pairs of earrings. Y'all think I love makeup and skincare, because I do, but I am an earring fanatic as well. I collect earrings because I just think they're so, so beautiful. And though my sister is a very neutral, nude kind of girl, she does like to express herself, and one of her favorite things to do is express herself through earrings. And for the most part, she likes really small, dainty, very feminine kind of jewelry. But when she wants to really like go there and go out, she really, really enjoys not gaudy, like I will wear some gaudy jewelry and be happy as like a bug in a rug. But gaudy to my sister is more like slightly larger rhinestones. Like it's still very classy, but just a little bit bigger. So I found a couple of really, really fun pairs of earrings that I'm gonna give her. I gave her some of the Wet n Wild tinted hydrator, because she's, again, like I said, she's darker than me, and not a lot in my collection would actually match her skin tone. But the thing about the Wet n Wild tinted hydrator is because it's so sheer and like light coverage, I actually had a medium one that would match her perfectly. Well, you know, it's pretty perfectly. It's still super sheer, so you don't have to really worry about that line of demarcation. So I gave her a Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. I gave her some what else did I give her? I gave her some concealer. I gave her eyeliner. My sister will wear eyeliner. She's one of those ladies that, like, if she doesn't have eyeliner on, she feels naked. So I gave her an eyeliner. I actually gave her a Marc Jacobs eyeliner that I am so excited. My sister's not really bougie, but she enjoys, you know, like, she'll get a kick out of the fact that she's got something from Marc Jacobs. Just like me. I love drugstore, but like, these Marc Jacobs highliners, I feel so freaking bougie when I use them. And it's not even like they're super expensive. I picked these up at Burke's. There were a ton of these at Burke's last time I went, and they were on sale for like $5 a piece, which is not much more expensive. I think it's actually a little bit cheaper than my Milani Stay Put liners. So I was like, heck yeah. So I picked up a couple of those, and you know, it's so serendipitous because I don't know if I use that word right. Anyway, it worked out really, really well because now I have some to give my sister. And the only colors she wears, of course, is black or like a really, really deep kind of plum color. So I gave her a black one, and oh, I just gave her so much stuff. I'm definitely going to take pictures tomorrow. So if you guys are at all interested in seeing, you know, her face or seeing how she enjoys the products, I will definitely be posting pictures on my Facebook page. The link for that will be in the description box below. You guys definitely should go check that out. I post lots of good fun content over on my Facebook, so if you guys aren't following me there, please, please, please make sure that you do. I love my Facebook fam. I love my YouTube fam too. I'm trying to get into TikTok and stuff like that. You know, if only I had the time. If only I had the time. So I'm going to go into this really beautiful orange liner. I have, it's a water activated liner. So I have a little bit of water in this bottle cap right here. And I'm just going to take this brush, I'm going to dip it into the water, and then I'm going to swirl it into my cake liner. I'm going to do that back and forth a couple times till I get a good bit of moisture on the top of my liner. And then I'm just going to get my brush really in there and create a little bit of a paste. I want it thin enough that it doesn't drag on my eyelid, but I don't want it too thin to where it drips. I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to follow the line of my cut crease, just like that. And all it is it doesn't make that big of a difference, but you guys know I'm all about those tiny details, and it just breaks it up just enough to really give you a little bit of contrast, make it look a little bit more interesting. It's not just like a straight up regular old cut crease. There's a little bit more definition there, and I really like the contrast of the colors. I like the brightness of that orange against the like pinky peachy corally color and the nice cool dark purple. I just think it's super, super interesting looking. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to let that dry just a little bit, and then I'm going to go over it with a little bit of glitter, because up till this point, this is an all matte eye look, and I do those a lot of the time. I really prefer working with matte eyeshadows just because my skin is so textured. Y'all, I'm wrinkly. I'm a wrinkly kind of girl, and my eyelids are no exception. So I really like to keep the amount of shimmer on my eyelid to a minimum for the most part, but a little bit of shimmer and shine here and there is nothing but a good thing. I really do love glitter. I am a glitter girl. Glitter is one of my favorite parts of makeup, and I think a well-placed glitter, like some well-placed glitter, can do more for an eye look than just about anything else. Again, just putting that glitter right over that orange liner. And the thing I like about this glitter, this is also an Amazon find. I will talk about this in my Amazon video coming up soon. I find some of the coolest stuff on Amazon. I really do love Amazon. It's like one of my favorite places to shop. But the thing I like most about this glitter is it's a clear base with colored glitter inside. This is a pink glitter. So it's not going to block out the color of that liner. What's going to happen is the glitter is just going to kind of enhance it and give it a little bit of shine. And it really is so, so beautiful. So while that's drying, let's go back into the e.l.f. crease brush. I'm going to dip a little bit more into the Van Dyke, that deep dark purple shade. Not a ton, just a little bit. Knock most of that off. And I'm just going to take that and start blending this outer portion just a little bit more, adding a little bit of depth to the outer corner and making this look as seamless as possible. See, just that little bit is all it takes. Not bringing it too far in to the eye. Using very gentle pressure with back and forth motions. Just like that, and it's beautiful. Now it is one of my favorite times. Oh, let's do a little bit of a highlight now. So I'm going to take one of my very favorite highlighting brushes. This is my AOA E124. Yep, E124. This is just a teeny tiny little pencil brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Unmask, which is a really beautiful purple metallic kind of shimmer color. And we'll take that on the inner corner. And we'll also put a little bit up here. Just to bring a little bit of light to the party. And on top of that, my son will get to see my niece. They have such a great relationship. And unfortunately, you know, my son doesn't have any siblings, and, you know, family is so important. And I'm not going to be here forever. And when I'm not here anymore, I don't want him to be all alone. So I really want him to have a good relationship with his cousins. So I really want to like foster that bond and foster that relationship as much as I can. So I'm excited about him seeing Emma tomorrow, and also I really kind of want to kidnap Emma a little bit, maybe bring her over and let her spend the night. She's my little makeup buddy. Every time she comes over, we always have the best time playing in makeup together, and she always does my makeup for me and does like the best job ever. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of an eyeliner now. This is my Milani Supreme Kohl Kajal eyeliner. I'm gonna take this and line my upper lash line. This is super, super creamy. Very, very inky. Black liner. Really, really easy to use. I really like to do that just because it gives my lash line the, a little bit more volume, or the appearance of a little bit more volume. And then we're going to go on the lower lash line. And I'm going to take an e.l.f. smudge brush. These are my absolute favorite smudging brushes. e.l.f. makes some of my favorite brushes, period. e.l.f. and Dew Color are the ones that you're going to see me use 99% of the time. But this is just the e.l.f. small smudge brush. And first, I'm going to go into the shade Mardi Gras. So this is the shade that the palette is named for. It's a really beautiful purpley magenta color. And I'm not going to go hard on this, but I am going to bring this through the lower lash line. I'm going to keep it really nice and tight. I don't want this to be messy at all, but I do want to kind of tie in those colors on the lower lash line. So I'm bringing that all the way through the lower lash line. And then on the outer corner, just taking the same brush, I'm going to go back into that dark purple Van Dyke and just keep this right here on the outer portion of the lower lash line, just kind of continuing that depth and kind of tying in the darker purple color just a little bit. I'm not going to bring that too much further in than about halfway through my eye. I'm going to blend that into the lighter purple magenta color. Just like that, and it is so beautiful. It will fade with time. This eye is so super freaking watery right now. It's why most of that eyeshadow is gone. It's just kind of melted away, but it looked like this at one point. I'm going to take a Q-tip. Q-tips are my best friends when it comes to makeup. I'm going to take a Q-tip and some eye makeup remover. I use the simple eye makeup remover. I just kind of saturate the tip of my Q-tip and then clean up any mess that shouldn't be there. Clean up my edges a little bit, any kind of fallout. See, we really didn't have much fallout at all. Just clean up down here a little bit, and then we can put some rhinestones on. So I also have a little bit of a Shein order coming, and I ordered some really, really fun stuff, so be on the lookout for that video as well. The rhinestones that I use right now are from Shein. I actually got this big box of rhinestones. There's rhinestones of pretty much every color in here. I paid around $6 for this, so super, super affordable. They're actually more affordable on Shein than they are anywhere else, and I have checked. They're cheaper on Shein than they are Amazon or anywhere else. So if you guys are on the market for some really, really fun rhinestones, they have all kinds of fun rhinestones and glitters and all kinds of charms and things like that. So definitely check out Shein. Not Shein Beauty, but just Shein, and they are so nice. They take a little while to get here, but they're so worth the wait. They're so much fun. I have all kinds of good stuff coming. I cannot wait to share that Shein order with you guys. It is going to be, I think, truly spectacular. I ordered the funkiest stuff. I cannot wait. I just cannot wait. So I'm going to use these really beautiful kind of like white rainbow colored rhinestones. And I just took a little bit of my Duo Lash adhesive. It's just the straight up white one. And I'm going to dip a little bit of it into the glue. And then place that onto my eye, trying to make it as symmetrical as possible. But if it's not, that's okay. We're not perfect, and I don't aim for perfection. I just want to be pretty. And that's what matters to me. So I did 3 on the other side, so I'll do 3 on this side. Also, I ordered a couple of those diamond paintings. Have y'all ever done a diamond painting? I freaking love them. I had never tried them before, but I had heard so many people talking about them. And I'm a serious puzzle lover. My son and I both love doing puzzles. And I figured and I figured that it was kind of like a puzzle, but like with rhinestones, and anything that's sparkly or shiny is a-okay with me. But my son and I have each been doing one, and oh, they take, not only do they take freaking forever, y'all, the rhinestones are like almost microscopic. They're so small, and the little teeny tiny little squares that you're supposed to place them in, y'all, it takes freaking forever. But I tell you what, I have been loving it so much. It's almost like meditative for me, because it's like I almost have to like really zen out, and I focus on it, and like I don't think about anything else. I don't worry about anything else. It like kills my anxiety in the best way. I have really been enjoying them. So if you guys like are looking for something fun, or you know, something Sean and I love doing it together too, so it's an activity, because he's getting to the point now where, y'all, we don't talk. The only time he comes out of his room and says anything to me is when he's hungry or needs something from me. So for him to sit and say, Mom, you want to play with me, and we sit down and do those diamond paintings, oh, it is so fantastic. I've been loving it. So I ordered a ton of them, and they're not that expensive. They're not cheap, but they're not that expensive. I think they're like $7 or $8 a piece, which again is not like the most affordable thing in the freaking world, but if it means I can spend some time with my baby, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take a little bit of a white eyeliner now. This is my absolute favorite white eyeliner. This is the LA Girl or LA Colors Neon Gel Eyeliner in the shade Flash White, and I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line. They're super creamy, and go on effortlessly. Be careful that you don't press too hard, or they will smear everywhere, because they are indeed super creamy. But I just love how pigmented they are. I did that really messily, so I'm gonna have to go in and clean that up. I'm gonna go back into my smudger brush. Just clean it up a little bit. Clean up that line. And it's beautiful. Add some mascara, and guys, we're good to go. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. I always enjoy coming on and spending time with you guys. Y'all are some of my favorite people. I hope you know it. I will, of course, list everything that I used in today's video in the description box below, along with all the links to my other social medias. If you're not following me on my other socials, please make sure you do that. Your support is so appreciated and means more to me than you will ever know. Guys, as always, no filters, no edits, no fancy lighting. It's just me sitting in front of my camera playing with my makeup, hoping you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. Guys, I love today's look. I think it's so pretty. Let me know in the comments below if you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know, do you have sisters? Do you have siblings? Do you guys feel the same way about yours that I do? You know, family is freaking important, y'all, and I'm so happy that I'm at least talking to one of my family members. Are y'all's family relationships as strained as mine are? I have to think that it's not as abnormal as I think it is. Guys, until next time, please stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Bye.